Thank you for tuning in to the Shikama Live Show with your host, Shikama. I want to talk about something that might be over your head if somebody else talks about it, but I'm going to put it in terms that is so simple everybody can understand it, even my average viewer, which is 60 years old. So I want to talk about these reports that you hear in the news of, oh, the police have shut down this website, this criminal website, or the police have seized thousands and millions of documents and files and computers from such and so website. Trending now is the Pirate Bay sharing site. The Pirate Bay sharing site, it's a torrent site, and supposedly it has black hat users. And I'm going to explain today what black hat, gray hat, and white hat is. Now, very simply, white hat is kind of like, think of what your grandmother uses the computer for if she were to use a computer. She would log in and she would go play Minesweeper, something like that, something very innocuous or boring like that. She might email friends. She might look at pictures that the grandkids sent her, right? I mean, just really innocent stuff. That's white hat. White hat is a way of using the computer to run a business or do something that is completely above board. There's not a whole lot of laws for the internet. I know that they're trying and trying and trying, but frankly, there aren't that many laws for the internet as far as what I'm talking about of how to use the internet to get your end goal. So let's say you want to increase your Twitter followers. A white hat person would go about saying, hi, could all of my followers recommend that their followers follow me? Or they might put their name up on a board specifically designated for people to put their Twitter name up there so that people can follow them. So they do everything above board and kind of stupid, which leads us into gray hat. Gray hat is a mix between white hat, really innocent, and black hat, really, I don't want to say evil because we're not talking about anybody being killed or anything like that. And to me, the only evil in the world is killing somebody. So the police are evil. The military is evil. War, evil. I don't want to say that for black hat. Black hat is underhanded. So gray has a little bit of underhandedness going on with innocent. A gray hat would not get in trouble mostly for most of the time, right? So a gray hat, let's say a gray hat wanted to get more Twitter followers. The gray hat would follow thousands and thousands of people, create a program that had thousands of people. He would follow thousands of people, and then he would unfollow anybody after, a week or so, unfollow anybody who did not follow him. And he would just keep doing this over and over and over, right? Then he would end up with thousands of followers at the end of the month or whatever. That's a gray hat. A black hat would crack into the system of millions of computers and follow him. That's black hat, right? He would crack or hack, whatever term you're used to or you understand. And he would create a program that would hack into people's, so we're just talking about he just wants Twitter followers. He would do that. That's black hat. So black hat is kind of sinister. A black hat, let's say a black hat wants to get thousands and thousands of views on YouTube, right? He puts out a video that says, come buy chocolate in the mail, right? A black hat would, first of all, not be actually selling any chocolate, but he wants to make a video to get suckers to come spend money to buy chocolate that would never arrive. He would have created a program and get thousands of Filipinos that he pays like $1 for 1,000 views to view the video, and which is all fake, which they then ramp up thousands of computers to log into the video to watch the video. That way his numbers go up but they're all fake. They're not real people. You know, there's absolutely nothing real about this. Let's say a white hat wants to get views on a video. He goes and tries to market the video, tries to make sure that everything's set up, and he wants to grow it organically. So let's say in 6 months, he might get 10,000 views on the video, whereas the black hat has already gotten 30 million views on his video. And people clicking on a video with 30 million views are more apt to watch it, first of all, click on it, and watch it all the way through because it has 30 million views, right? That's exactly what the music industry does. They pay black hats to get numbers on their Rihanna music video, their Janet Jackson music video, so they have 200 million views, right? And it's all fake. It's all done by computers. Now, let's go back to the Pirate Bay. Here's the problem with Pirate Bay. The Pirate Bay, the actual website, doesn't do anything. There's nothing that a Pirate Bay actually does themselves. They don't create any programs. They don't hack any programs. They don't download any, but you can't do anything actually on the website. What they do is connect you to a mirror site where they do all of that stuff. But here's the catch. Just like the other news about they took down the another sharing site and the actual game developers, software developers, small business, online businesses use these sites as, first of all, getting out their information that says, hey, here's what it is, because a lot of people log into these sites like Pirate Bay. A lot of people log into Pirate Bay. So as a small-time game developer, you can say, here, download this patch on Pirate Bay. So Pirate Bay doesn't do anything themselves. They connect to a mirror site where you can download the patch. So you have major companies using these sites. Yes, there are some mirror sites that have hacked into certain games and you can download the whole game without playing it, but you also have real live companies, real live software developers who use these sites. In fact, the one before, I can't think of it for some reason. The one before, it was mostly a site for companies, but the federal government marched in and said, we are stomping on this evil doer. And they weren't hosting anything. They weren't using any of their equipment to keep any of the documents or files or anything. But, you know, the federal government, they're not very bright. They're rather stupid. I'm surprised that most of these home invasions that they do or to seize the service. I'm really shocked by this because it seems like nobody in these government agencies actually knows anything about computers. Oh, I know you're taught to think that they are just all up on they know all that stuff. They have experts with computer science degrees. No, they don't. Or if they do, they have graduates straight out of college, because that's how they like to do it. They get 19-year-olds who get their degree at 21, who come work for the federal government, and they have never, ever worked in the private sector whatsoever, honing their skills, developing anything. And they train them. The government trains them. They don't even know what innovation is. I belong to a lot of groups for a lot of programming, a lot of software development, a lot of website development, graphic design, and what have you. And month after month, something new is coming up. The government agencies, these boys don't do that. They're not involved in that. They don't do that. They have one objective, is to catch the bad guys. And they don't know what a bad guy even looks like or smells like or tastes like or anything. So when somebody says Pirate Bay bad, that's exactly what they told the police. Pirate Bay bad, go get them. And the police go, okay, boss. They have no clue what they're doing. When they went and snatched the other people out of the other websites, they had no idea what they were doing. They had no idea that CBS or Sony Entertainment or any of those other companies are involved with those websites as well and using them as legitimate. At the most, these websites are gray hat. They're not white hat for sure, but they're not totally black hat. So it's literally like they are so involved with white hat companies and maybe gray hat companies that then you have to say, okay, wait a minute, let's stop and think about this. Pirate Bay is not black hat. So then we have to actually go out and find the black, but they're too lazy to do that. That's why so many black people get caught up in mess with the police, because the police can't distinguish between a white hat black person and a black hat black person. So they just arrest and arrest and arrest and arrest, right? You can't arrest your way out of crime. Anyway, I hope I explained all of that correctly. And it seems that although the Pirate Bay was invaded in Sweden by police and servers were seized and assets were seized of the Pirate Bay and it was shut down, it is already back up and running because they didn't know what Pirate Bay was to begin with. It was never a site to hold and keep stuff themselves, right? Remember that part? All it was a connection. Tell me, have you used, oh, by the way, World of Warcraft, some small game developers, and other programmers and software developers, when I asked for support about certain things, they directed me to Pirate Bay to get that information, to get those files, to get those downloads. So the Pirate Bay is not black hat. Thank you for watching the Shutdown Live Show.